While Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage needs to give its iconic Sheldon replacement more screen time, the Young Sheldon spin-off has an ideal way to pull this off. Young Sheldon's spin-off Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage has a more complicated premise than most sitcoms, and this informs many of the show's creative choices. In The Big Bang Theory Season 11, Episode 23, The Sibling Realignment, Sheldon's older brother Georgie made a passing reference to an unseen ex-wife. Thus, when Young Sheldon's finale ended with Georgie happily married to Mandy, the mother of his first child, it was clear that the spin-off would need to explain this discrepancy. Thus, like How I Met Your Mother before it, Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage is a sitcom that has already given away its ending and now needs to work backwards to justify its title. Georgie and Mandy's marriage is doomed, canonically, to fail, but it is not yet clear how, when, or why the couple eventually call it quits. This breakup casts a long shadow over the series as a whole, as it is tough to get invested in supporting characters when the show's heroes have an impending disaster ready to blow up their personal lives. Thus, it is a credit to Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage breakout star, Dougie Baldwin's Connor, that he still managed to steal the spotlight in Season 1. Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Season 2 must give Connor more screen time. Dougie Baldwin's quirky character was Season 1's breakout star. Dougie Baldwin as Connor and Emily Osment as Mandy hugging in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Season 1, Episode 16. Image via CBS. A lot of young Sheldon characters appear in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, including most of George's family from the earlier show. However, his brother has not yet made an appearance, and it seems increasingly unlikely that he will crop up anytime soon. Since Sheldon was the hero of The Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon, his presence could be distracting. Sheldon is the de facto lead of the entire sitcom franchise, so his return in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage would run the risk of overshadowing George's story. As a result of his absence, Connor proved to be the perfect Sheldon replacement in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Season 1, as he was also a quirky younger brother who struggled socially. Interestingly enough, Sheldon and Connor's differences were a big part of what made Connor a standout character in Season 1 of the spin-off. Sheldon was often standoffish, and Connor could be too, but Connor sincerely wanted to connect with others and didn't share Sheldon's superiority complex. His friendship with Georgie soon proved he was a sweet character, despite his awkward tendencies. Now, Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage doesn't even need Sheldon's return in Season 2, as Connor provides a more agreeable version of the same archetype who is less obstinate and therefore easier to root for. Whether he's getting a job on a road trip, excelling at household chores, or jamming with Dale at a family gathering, Connor just wants to get along. Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Season 2 can make Connor cease babysitter. Georgie and Mandy's new jobs leave less time for parenting. Dougie Baldwin as Connor McAllister in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Season 1, Episode 16. Image via CBS. That said, he is still a comically inept character, and this is a big part of what makes him so funny. Connor's attempts to woo a fellow customer at the music store ended up netting him a happy romantic relationship in Season 1. But this didn't make his original seduction plan was any less cringeworthy and comical. Connor still has a lot of learning to do, and this is a major part of his appeal. Georgie and Mandy are heading into some rough waters in Season 2 of the spin-off, so Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage could benefit from some light-hearted comedic relief between scenes of the pair struggling at home and at work. Thus, Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Season 2 should make Connor the couple's go-to babysitter for a number of reasons. While Season 2 could see Georgie and Mandy move out of the McAllister home down the line, it is hard to see the pair affording this move anytime soon. Meanwhile, Connor deserves a bigger role in the series, and so does CECE, who was mostly relegated to background sightings in Season 1 as she was too young to walk or talk. Connor acting as Cee's babysitter seems like a logical solution, as it would give Season 1's breakout star more screen time while also turning CECE into a more substantial character in her own right. Connor deserves a bigger role in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Season 2. Helping out with CECE gives Mandy's brother more responsibility. Dougie Baldwin as Connor McAllister in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Season 1 Episode 21-1. Image via CBS. Connor might have grown a lot throughout Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Season 1, but the thought of him looking after a kid single-handedly still has plenty of potential for comedic chaos. As such, Connor's bigger role in Season 3 should involve him helping out Georgie and Mandy with childcare. While Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Season 2's breakout star might be someone else entirely, Connor is currently one of the show's most popular characters. Meanwhile, since Georgie has just bought Jim's tire store, he's effectively devoid of long-term savings. As Mandy no longer works at the restaurant, both she and Georgie will likely be out during the day. This leaves the duo needing a sitter for Cease and, as Audrey can be contentious at the best of times and Jim is most likely hopeless with small children, Connor is the natural solution. The show's breakout star can prove himself to be more responsible than everyone expects, although not without some mishaps along the way. While Georgie now owns Dr. Tire, he's down on savings, while, because Mandy no longer works at the restaurant, this means that both she and Georgie would be out during the day, leaving the need for a sitter for cease.